So I've seen all these articles, listened to a couple of reports about Julie Inman Grant, the eSafety commissioner. Her and her staff have racked up a massive bill of $425,000 uh, in flights. $425,000 it has cost the Australian taxpayer to fly her and staff all around the world to attend conferences and give speeches and all this kind of thing. Now, you would think that the person who's in charge of dictating to the rest of Australia what we can and can't say on the internet and who's allowed to look things up, who's allowed, what age you have to be to get on the internet and look things up and all this kind of thing. You'd think that someone who's in charge of all this, okay, wouldn't have to go and attend conferences in person, but you'd be giving your little speeches via Zoom or Skype or something like that. You'd be able to do a speech digitally, surely. The disappointing thing about all this is she doesn't have to answer to anyone. She spends all this money on flights, over $400,000 on flights, but there's nothing to answer for. She's just a public servant. She doesn't have to answer to anyone in Parliament. From what I can see, that's what happens with Julian Grant. She is just a kingdom unto herself. That's it. It's her kingdom. She does what she wants. She travels when she wants. So here's what I think. If Julian Grant and any of her staff have to attend something like the World Economic Forum, they should be doing all of these digitally. It should be, yep, okay. I get people on here and talk to them. I don't have them come around to the studio and do all this talk face to face. Everything gets done by Zoom or whatever platform that they want to use. And this is what Julian Grant says. And in that way, we can keep a track of everything that she says and does. Everything that she says, any speech that she makes needs to be recorded, and any private meetings should all be done via Zoom or whatever other platform. And everything she does, everything she says needs to be recorded, and she needs to answer for it. She is getting paid by the taxpayer. She's just not a free agent, not a free agent. So she needs to answer to the people. We need to know exactly what she's saying. There cannot be any private little meetings so she can go and make some secret little deal behind everyone's back and then come back and dictate to us what we're doing. She needs to be answerable to the Australian people. But for some stupid reason, the Australian government set up the commission and answerable to no one. To no one. She shouldn't be able to fly around the country, around the world and attend these conferences. No way. And we want to know exactly what she's saying. No private meetings. Everything she does gets recorded and everyone can scrutinize it. Julianne Grant. The Karen of the internet. Let me know what you think.
Got my eyes straight ahead, got my head in the game. With the red light on, I'm just waiting for the change. Keep my head down low.